There we go, 14. And when you come up, it immediately goes dead. And come up a little more, and there's your dead spot right there, halfway. Hey y'all, Bob with Million Mile Garage. Hey, let's go ahead and dissect this old fuel sender, and I'll show you why it didn't work. Basically, it's just got 3 tabs that hold the plastic case to the metal body. You can see there's a tab here, here, and here. I went ahead and pushed this one loose. It's real easy just to get the big one down out first. This comes apart like this. You can see that the ground wire broke loose from the ground on the circuit board right there. Right here with my pinky right there, that's the ground. And basically how this works is we take a look at the terminal here. That's where the fuel flows in from the fuel gauge. And you can see it's grounded out on the case right here. And then just looking at the other terminal, that's the ground wire right there that broke off of the circuit board, or basically the variable resistor. And so right here you can see these shiny spots right here on the swing arm, there, and they contact right here where it pivots. So that's the flow through the terminal, through the case, through the contacts on the swing arm, and then that voltage right here. And showing you this is upside down, but this would be the full reading. And so that would be the most amount of resistance, because it'd have to travel all the way through this wire to get to the ground. So this is kind of like a variable ground if you think about it. So the current flowing through the gauge goes through the swing arm, and then as the fuel level drops, you have less and less resistance, which means that you have more current flowing through the gauge, and it's going to allow that needle to move towards E. So the higher the voltage passing through the gauge, the lower the needle goes, and the higher the resistance would be the least amount of current flow through the gauge, through the swing arm, and then through the resistor to the variable ground, basically variable ground, right? That's when you'd have your highest gauge reading at full. So you can see on this one, the resistor has damage in several spots. You can see where there's actually metal missing right there. You can see that gray spot where my finger is. And as we look more towards the empty side, you can see there's quite a few areas in there that are also missing material where it's damaged. And that's why we get erratic readings. Basically what this was doing is it would read full for quite a while. And then Austin can kind of fill in because he drove the car the last several years.
It would go full, and then it would go to half a tank, and then it would go full again, and then it would go half a tank, and then it would drop to E. When it would drop to E, you know, you got like
10 miles
to the gas station.
Yeah, you didn't have very long, yeah. So basically just an electromechanical gauge. It's a pretty simple device. These have been around for a long time. And really the only solution for one of these when they're damaged like that is to get a new one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe. We've got a lot of other semi-interesting stuff like this. Take care.